Hey everyone, Dave Lucas here, Scoutmaster Dave, and we're talking today about high elevation hiking. I want to apologize straight up because one of the first items I want to mention about high elevation hiking is the idea of the wind. That is correct. When you're up here on these mountaintops and mountain peaks and these slopes, you're going to have a whole lot of wind and you've got to be ready for it. So it's a little harder for us to do the videos, but it is an interesting kind of hike. So when you are preparing for that, you want to think about it. Second thing you want to think about on high elevation hiking is hydration. You have got to drink water throughout the day. Now, I don't recommend drinking a lot of water so it sloshes around in your belly all day long, but you do have to sip it out throughout the day because higher elevations, you're going to dehydrate faster. That's just the process. It's just the way it is. The next thing you want to think about is your skin. Anything's exposed. This is where I really regret not having my hiking gloves. I always have my hiking gloves, but I don't have them on this journey, and part of it was because I was having to fly on an airplane and to get up to the Canadian Highlands and here to the mountains, and I just didn't have them with me, so that was one regret. If I have any regret that I didn't bring my hiking gloves. So if you're going to do high elevation, you might want to think about some gloves. Not anything real heavy, but something usable and firm. Of course, you're going to have some nutrition. And I recommend something with some calories, some carbohydrates, some way in which you can keep your calories going throughout the day, because you're going to burn a lot off. And naturally, I can't make a bunch of pasta or spaghetti out here where we are right now. So in your trail food, you want just a little bit more calories than you're used to. And the other thing to remember is I go back to this hiking stave once again because I think it's so important. It has stabilized me throughout the day as we've done these mountain passes. Now, believe it or not, we're hiking glaciers here. This is the first time in my lifetime that I can remember hiking in the glaciers. If some of you are big mountain hikers, you've done this before, but this is the first time that I've been in glacier hiking. We've been in some snow today, but that ice is slick, and so you got to be careful when the trail nears those glacier areas. You've got to be very, very careful, and this stave today especially has saved me in a lot of ways. So let's take a look. Go back just for a moment about what it means to be doing high elevation hiking. You've got to hydrate, you want a high carb, you want a high calorie intake. Now, you don't want to eat so much you can't walk, but a little bit excessive compared to what you normally do in lowland hiking. All right, so let's summarize. Make sure you've got your exposed skin covered as much as possible during high elevation hiking. Make sure you've got a great amount of hydration. You're going to sip it out throughout the day. You need some high carbs, high caloric intake, keep that energy going. You want to make sure that you're dressed as warm as possible, yet you don't want to be overdressed so that you get real sweaty. And you want to make sure you've got your walking stave with you. It's saved me over and over again today. So high elevation hiking demands a little bit more preparation, and especially for us who are lowland hikers, we got to give a little bit more thought to this. This is my first time in the ice flows and the ice fields. Scoutmaster Dave Lucas here saying, hike your own hike and make sure it's a warm one.